in from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That one goes for 36 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now a give. It's Michael. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christine Michael, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Play clock winding down. Now a carry here for Terrence West. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Flacco. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a give. Michael running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down is Locke. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Third and long. It's Locke. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Michael. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Locke. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Here's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work. Let's face it, when Adam Vinatieri actually misses a field goal, that's when we're surprised. We're not as all shocked that he made this one.
Of course, he has the record 44 straight field goal makes. He closed out 2015 making 25 and then started 2016 with 19 in a row. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. So Flacco is out, getting looked at on the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. fresh set of downs here. Time running out here on the play clock. Now West. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the back goes into motion.
Let's go.
They'll run again here with West. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Second and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. They'll try to pound it in with West. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point? The kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time. I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. I don't know about that. Toe bash. I don't know about that. Toe bashed it. Super toe. On first and 10, Locke. His throw incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the D looking like they may blitz. Second and 10, Luck again. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Luck. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Caught left side by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Luck. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. It's Christian Michael, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
is Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin here with a run by West. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Flacco. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Walker, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll run it here with Michael. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck. It's caught, Kamar Aiken. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To the right side to Aiken. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and the Ravens have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with West. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Flacco now. Forced out to his left. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie out of Florida, Quincy Wilson, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. We're back to Baltimore after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, it's Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll try Michael on the right side. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down. To throw is Luck. And an incomplete pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He's got it to West on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. On the ground, it's Michael. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Gore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Luck now to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Here's West. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Perriman in motion right. On the ground, it's West again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. They'll run here with Langford. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. One of the tight ends comes in motion. And the big tight end shifting around. On 3rd down, that's West. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. On the carry, Michael. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Michael, 79 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's... And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 30, but he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. This is West. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, Flacco to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it with West. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Flacco. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
On the run, this is Michael. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Michael. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Block on third down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Locke. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a 1st down throw. Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Charles Tapper in there to get him for a loss of 5. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the gun. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Room here to run. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 23. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Flacco. He hits West underneath. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Flacco flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast. Maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Now Flacco, the quick hitter complete. It's Wallace. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go to Michael again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On On third down, they'll run with Gore. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Colts, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a tough